This video has 15 tricks you can watch while doing your business. Let me know which one were new to you. Number 1. I want to replace this clip right here of this jogger with this video in the project panel. The fastest way to do that is to hold down Alt on your keyboard and then drag that clip to the clip you want to replace. There you go. Number 2. What if you want a different part of this clip to play right here? That's where the slip tool comes in. First, select the slip tool or press Y on your keyboard. Now, on your clip, click and drag to adjust which part of the clip is shown at the first frame. You can actually see the first frame on the left in the program monitor. There you go. 3. So here I have an intro, but it has this little jump cut. I'm gonna hide it by turning this cut into a J cut. To do that, go to the Ripple Edit tool in the toolbar. Click and hold it, and then select the Rolling Edit tool. There. Now hold down Alt because my audio and video are linked, and then click and drag the cut to the right. You're basically moving the cut away. Classic Premiere Basics tutorial. Today we're creating this simple but tricky title animation. That looks a lot smoother. Number 4. If you want to center something in the program monitor, all you gotta do is hold down Control while dragging your item around. That will snap it to the center. There you go, perfectly in the middle. Number 5. Cleaning up your project with the AI assistant in Premiere Beta. Right here I have tons of random footage and I want it to be organized. Simply ask the assistant nicely to organize your footage by type and put it in folders. And there you go. I now have a folder called footage with subfolders inside. Amazing, right? Number 6. You don't have to drag effects to your clips. You can just select your clip, go to the effects browser and double clip the effect you want to apply. It is that simple. Number 7. Generate content with AI in Premiere Beta. So this is a picture of me and I want to turn it into a video. To do that, find the Generative Media tool and create a clip in the timeline. In here, select the first frame, then sample and click your image. Now in the prompt bar, type in a prompt to turn it into a video. Something like this. Then click Generate. Unfortunately, Seedance 2 didn't work, so I had to use Google Veo. Now I have some AI sloppity slop, whatever. Bonus tip. Making animated captions. First of all, don't use the text panel, and you already know why. What I use instead is Submagic. Just click Generate Captions, then upload a video, pick animated captions you like, and boom. That was fast, right? I have a few favorite in here. Do, Dan 2, and of course if you scroll down, Leon. All the captions in here look great from scratch, so if you're happy with the result, you can export it and call it a day. But the thing is, with Submagic you have full creative control. If you click Customize, you can change the font and basically everything that has something to do with your captions. I mean, imagine you have to create those in Premiere. I think it's insane that people still do that. You can also add animations to your words, captions and emojis, which is super awesome. Now, of course, you can still go and adjust the captions. It's very simple to do that, but honestly, that's actually not needed. Anyway, when you're done, you can export your video in 4K, choose a frame rate, or choose to export your entire video, or the captions only, so you can import them straight into Premiere. In the meantime, you can generate a title and video description with hashtags, and Submagic can also create ready-to-use thumbnails. As you can see, this works very well. You can check out Submagic by clicking the link down below. Thanks Submagic so much for sponsoring this video. Number 8. Did you know that you can control how sensitive these properties are? You already know you can click and drag a property to change it. Well, if this is too sensitive and you want to make the adjustments more precise, hold down Control on your keyboard while dragging. If you want the values to change faster, hold down Shift while dragging. It is that simple. Number 9. In the Projects panel, you can hover your cursor over a clip to scrub the video. If you press I and O on your keyboard, you can see this little selection on this clip. And if you now drag it into the timeline, only that selection will be used. Number 10. They recently added a global mute button. It's right here at the top right. Simply click it and Premiere will be muted entirely. Number 11. Close gaps. If your timeline is a mess and you want to close all the gaps in here simultaneously, just make sure all your clips are selected and go to the sequence menu on top. In here you'll find the option to close gaps. And there you go. It's that simple. Number 12. You found the perfect song, but unfortunately it's not long enough. Well, there's a fix for that. The remix tool, which can be found right here, will do the magic. Simply click and drag your song longer and let Premiere do its thing. Premiere will now generate more music and it will seamlessly connect to the original song. You can make this play as long as you want. 13. If you thought the remix tool was awesome, wait till you see the generative extend tool. This one can do the same but with videos. Let's say this clip is too short and I want to make it longer. Then go to the toolbar and select the generative extend tool. Once you have it, click and drag to extend your clip. As you can see, there is a limit. You can only extend your video a few seconds. Alright, fast forward 3.5 minutes. This is the result. It's pretty good. It does have a black frame in the middle, but that's alright. You can just cut it out. Number 14. Copy and paste attributes. Let's say I have a bunch of adjustments on this clip, including this telemetry effect. Now I want my other clip to have the exact same settings. Instead of doing everything over again, just select your clip and hit Ctrl+C on your keyboard to copy it. Then on the second clip right here, hit Ctrl+Alt+V on your keyboard. That will open up the paste attributes window. Now select which settings and effects you want to copy, and then click on OK. There you go. 15. Auto reframe. This one is old, but gold. If you want this video to be vertical, Premiere has a tool that can do that for you and animate the clip to make sure the item stays centered. All you gotta do is go to the sequence menu on top and find auto reframe sequence. Then in this panel, give the new sequence a name. For example, vertical. Then make sure the aspect ratio is set up correctly. And for my shot, I'll set the motion tracking to fast. Then click create. And there you go. Now you can see how Premiere animated your video to make sure the car stays in frame. Wonderful. Alright, now if you want to see a more detailed video about Submagic, click the video right here on your left. It's super interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching.